The India versus Bangladesh warm-up game that happened yesterday was a perfect one. The batters got runs, most of them like Rishabh Pant, Hardik Pandya, form questions were answered about that. Arshdeep Singh, Jasprit Bumrah all bowled brilliantly. A 60-run win was the ideal preparation for India if you look at it, although they could have played a lot more, maybe most of the team members could have played. But Rahul Dravid, after the end of the match, gave some quotes which are a bit worrisome. The worrying factor is about the new Nassau County International Cricket Stadium, the outfield and the pitch. Now, because of the outfield and the pitch, India's players will have to be very careful about their fitness. And that is the one thing which could hurt them in the coming days, because on the fitness front, Dravid gave this very cautious update on it when he said, ground is a bit soft. The guys could feel that on the hamstring and the calves. Because it was soft and it was also kind of a heavy outfield, the hamstrings and the calves of the players will be tested in this venue. So that is why India's players will have to hope that they do not have a hamstring tear, a hamstring muscle pull, because if that happens, the tournament could very well be over for them. Now, because the ground is a bit soft, remember it was done on entirely reclaimed territory. It was done in 6 months. All the temporary standings were put in place. All the drop-in pitches were gotten in, and that is why if you look at it, this ground is untested. It will be soft. There will be a bit of heaviness all around. The guys could feel that. That's why when they were running, they didn't make many efforts on the field also. You saw some of the catches that were there. They didn't go for it because probably the outfield is heavy. That is why they did not make those fielding efforts also. On the other hand, looking at the outfield and looking at everything, this is the one area that they have to work on for the 3 games that's there, and that is fitness. Dravid explicitly stated that that's the area we need to ensure that we are working around. Ensuring that the guys are looking after does feel a bit heavy underneath. The guys will have to really ensure that whatever is the outfield, they have to be really careful about it. It is heavy because the grass cover is quite decent. It's verdant. And because of that, the ball you could see when it was hit, it was stopping somewhere near the boundary ropes. That's one major issue that you have to feel. And with a heavy outfield, you will feel extra stress on your calves, on your ankle, on your heel. And because of that, they'll have to be really careful and work around their fitness thing. The pitch. Now, how did the pitch that was used at the first warm-up game play out? Because at the very start, they used the heavy roller. Now, what does the heavy roller do? It makes the pitch flat for the first couple of overs, and then it becomes a slow, low deck. And that is what exactly happened. As the game progressed, it became very difficult to bat on. So that is what Dravid on the New York wicket stated. A little bit spongy at times, but I thought we coped really well. So it's a drop-in wicket at the Nassau County International Stadium, and that's why the pace and the bounce that was there, there was early swing when the ball was hard and new, but then after it, as it got softer, it became spongy. You saw most of the Bangladesh bowlers also, when the ball became soft, they tried the hard lengths, they just did not get they didn't get enough pace on it, and that's why stroke making became difficult. Batters put an above par score and the bowlers bowled really well. That was how they did it. So that's why fantastic effort from both India, the batters and the bowlers, to ensure that they got a good total. But apart from that, if you look at it, the heavy outfield might be one of the challenges that India faces as they gear up, because you are going to play 3 games in that, on June 5, on June 9th and on June 12th. You are going to face Ireland, India, you're going to face Pakistan, and you're also going to take on USA. The one at Canada will be at Fort Lauderdale. So that's why it is going to be a big challenge, this outfield. How the Indian players cope with it, it remains to be seen. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this video. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis. Bye-bye.